I am. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I guess we should start with Naomi Girma and when she became how she became a goal scorer, and just your happiness and I guess reaction to her putting away 2 today.
I mean, you only had to look at her celebration to see. I said to her, she looked like a teenager, jumping up and down. Just scored a goal in front of all of her friends, and honestly, that's what this team is. And we have set ourselves a target to improve with our attacking set pieces, like we really have post-Olympics. And we've seen, even in these games, you know, Lindsay scored in the last game, then we got another couple from set pieces today. I think that's important for us to keep building on. And so happy for her. Listen, she's such a popular character and someone who is just an ultimate team player. And she's so happy to get her first goal.
Front row.
Emma, thank you for the time. Obviously, big night for Louisville. First time that the national team has been here in about 20 years. Can you kind of speak to the atmosphere, both before the game, during the match with the crowd, and also some of the facilities that you and your team has been able to take advantage of with Racing Louisville here this week?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a great trip. You can feel the family feel around here, and the crowd being a sellout. You can feel the energy. You can certainly feel the excitement. Someone said to me as I walked around, "You're our second favourite, Emma, here," and which I thought was quite funny. But the home crowd were, I think, throughout the game, you're constantly willing the team on, which is not always easy when you play against a team that doesn't come out a lot. So I thought the crowd and their energy and their excitement sort of drove the team on.
Right there, and then Steve.
And just to kind of follow up on that is that, he mentioned it's been 20 years since they've been to Louisville, and with the crowd as electric and as full as it was, do you think maybe, I don't know how much control you have over this, but do you think there's a possibility that this team might be going to more newer or different places that they either haven't been to in a really long time or perhaps have never been at all?
Well, you're right. I certainly work with schedulers to look at types of opponents. In terms of where we go, I'm not involved with that, but I certainly encourage that we go across the country. I think it's important for us to do that. And I know the team were very excited about this camp in particular, being in Austin, Nashville and here. Just different venues, get a chance to see different fans, and one that I'm sure I'll keep encouraging, so hopefully that will continue.
Steve.
Reflecting on these 10 days, big picture, what do you think you got out of all this?
I got out of what I wanted to get out of it, which was a ton of debutants, managed minutes for everyone that's still in NWSL play, a chance to develop some things that for us we'd set as targets for ourselves on the training pitch. And as I said, I don't think it plays out in its entirety the way that you want me. You got multiple lineup changes, but to win 3 different wins, one today against a 5-back, the types of goals you scored I think are pretty normal in this type of game, to clawing our way back from a 1-0 game against Iceland the other night, to I think in the first 2 games really strong finishes to the game. So I've seen different sides of us and obviously seen more players, which I really, really wanted.
Emma, getting goal contributions in a short amount of time in under pressure, it seems like you're getting contributions from just about everywhere on the pitch. Just how and more of that?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, that's the quality that we have, but also the team understands what we're looking for as a whole. So how we execute in the final third, there's going to be moments, much like Naomi was in today, in second phase spaces to score goals, but the team are aligned in what we're trying to do in front of goal, and I think it does. You think we've played largely without Sophia Smith on this trip. So for there to be so many other goal scorers, no, we've had no Trinity Rodman, is so pleasing for us that we're coming through having scored 3 goals in each game. It's not easy, and I still don't believe we're generating as much XG as I think we can. We're still limited a little bit with that, but I think that will come with a bit more time, and the team knows the gaps that I want to close. And I think we're doing that by scoring multiple games in more games, which, is an expectation from me.
Hi, Emma. Today you guys celebrated Rose Lavelle's 100th cap earlier on in the season. Can you talk to me about kind of your relationship with her and how you see her playing a role moving forward for, the foreseeable future with the national team?
No, I thoroughly enjoy coaching Rose. I not only enjoy her company, but I think she's an extraordinary football player with an elite brain and has the ability to comfortably play a 10 position and an 8. I've been playing her lower as an 8 on this trip, and I like her there. I think she can influence play in a different way, where I also think Lindsay is a good goal threat. So switching them, I think, has been seamless. Now I've had a little bit more time with them. As I said yesterday in a 100-cap ceremony that the players host, Rose is weird and wonderful in every way and unique, but a very cultured football player that the country should be, I don't know how to put it. When you go anywhere in the world and they talk about players in this country, Rose Lavelle is always the first name on everybody's lips in the top nations. So delighted for her to make 100 in front of her family and most importantly in front of Wilma. So it's been a good day all round for her.
Go ahead.
With the amount of new talent we've seen over the last couple of games, where do you see the future of U.S. soccer and just kind of where this team can take you?
Well, that was my goal when I came in, not just to win, but to develop. And everyone knows this around me, I'm very much about leaving something in a better place. So I want to set the Federation up for future success where possible. I totally know that the challenges ahead won't be straightforward, but I absolutely want to develop a bigger playing pool. And we've demonstrated over 3 games the use of 26 players, a lot of debutants, a lot with less experience. We're starting to build that picture, and we'll continue with that. As I said, maybe not. I'm pretty certain there won't be as much experimenting in the next camp, but there will be in January. So I have another group of players, the under-20s, that I now want to see. And I think She believes it will be in a better place where I've got a solid group where I feel that we can select from, and no matter who makes it in, the quality will still be high.
Last 2 are online. We'll go to Jason Anderson. Go ahead, man.
Hi, Emma. Thanks
Hey.
for speaking with us. I wanted to ask about your thoughts on Ashley Sanchez's performance in a role that we haven't seen her play all that much out on the left.
Well, I think first of all, we all know that's not really her role, but to get everybody in the team, somebody had to do that job. And we knew with Alyssa Mallinson, we wanted her to sort of push on and overlap so Ashley could play on the inside a little bit. And I think she was too literal in the first half, sort of holding the touchline. But I also knew that once we took Lindsay off, I brought her back inside for 30 minutes to play in a more traditional 10 position, which we all know that's where she, has been performing at a good level. I think I've said this so many times. We've got a glut of number 10s, so it's going to be very, very difficult to get all of them into the team all of the time and always in their positions. So I have to look at the versatility with that, and I think Ashley grew in the game. I think she got better once spaces opened up, and she looked more comfortable on the ball. But as I said, our look at her wasn't necessarily just as a left-sided player, but really someone who could just come off the touchline and link from that position.
Last one goes to Andrew Jones. Go ahead, Andrew.
Thanks, Aaron, and thanks to Yana for all her great work and helping us in the media for her time with the national team. Everyone asked if you thought that Naomi was going to get that hat trick. It was probably if you gave Will Jean a few pets on the field tonight with how Will Jean was very popular out there.
Well, first of all, as far as I'm concerned, she got the hat trick, so it was an own goal because she won the header and it came off of someone, and in my mind, it's a defender's hat trick. So I think we were willing Naomi on, and when she got the second one, I think moments before we were talking on the bench, can you imagine what it would be like if she got another one and then it flashed across the box and went in? That's why I think you saw such an excited bench. As for the pets, I mean, listen, if I would allow, not even allow, but mostly they're coming from all over the place. If the girls could bring their pets with them, it would be bedlam. They're all mad pet lovers, and unfortunately, they have to just do without for 10 days, and they just got to deal with Caleb and Harry. So those are the pets. They're pets in themselves. You see, in the way. You should have seen the trick or treat they laid on for the kids last night. It was absolutely like world class trick or treating that they did. So yeah, no pets, but plenty of kids.